Argentina kicked off their World Cup campaign in dazzling style.
Riquelme! Simply magnificent!
But last time out, they were cut down to size.
Colombia have beaten Argentina.
Now, the top team in the world have to prove once again they're still South America's finest.
Point superb! Oh, it's brilliant! And what a goal!
We're in the Argentinian capital of Buenos Aires on the banks of the River Plate for Argentina against Ecuador. It's live from the Estadio Monumental. Welcome back to the programme. Let's just remind you of how it all stands as far as the South American World Cup qualifiers are concerned. Argentina now 4 points off top place after Paraguay's convincing win. They've got 9 points, looking to close that gap once again. Ecuador are in 8th. They've scored 6 and conceded 12 in this time. Albert Ferrer, Sam Allardyce and Paul Merson, my guests here. Paul, Argentina, how important is it for them to step out the shadows of their past and this team perhaps put a stamp on the future?
Well, you'd like to think, I think I love watching this team play. You know, when Argentina click, you know, the way they pass and move, you know, it's a great team to watch. They need to go and win something now, though. We keep on talking about how great this team is. Until they start winning a big competition, you know, it's just going to fizzle away. And this is, you know, a top team. I'm really looking forward to watching these tonight.
OK, more from the boys at half-time. Let's join our commentators, shall we, for this one. Don Goodman and Gary Taphouse.
Well, what a sensational atmosphere we have here in River Plate's home stadium. 60,000 plus expectant Argentine supporters, well aware of the importance of this game. Esteban Cambiasso is the big absentee for Argentina. The Inter Milan midfielder has an ankle injury, but Atletico Madrid striker Sergio Aguero and playmaker Juan Riquelme have both recovered from stomach bugs. Riquelme has 4 goals from the 4 qualifiers so far. Gabriel Heinze returns from injury to take up his place on the left of a 3-man defence. There's no place in the Ecuador side for the experienced PSV midfielder Edison Mendes. He recently went back on his decision to quit the international scene in protest at the appointment of coach Sisto Viswerte. Wigan's Antonio Valencia makes only his 2nd World Cup appearance. There's a first start for Joffrey Gueron, who partners Carlos Tenorio up front, and keeper Jose Ceballos earns his first cap for over 3 years. There's Gabriel Heinze, restored to the side in place of Fabrizio Colaccini. Well, the Ecuador fans well aware of what a massive task this is for their players. Ecuadorian football has been on the up in recent years. They've qualified for the last 2 World Cups, of course, losing to England in the last 16 2 years ago. But this is a very tough proposition indeed tonight. They're yet to keep a clean sheet in the qualification campaign, letting in 12 goals in their 4 games.
Why do we keep following the same old design rules? Imagine if we could start again with a blank canvas.
No.
There are a lot of upsides to being in a relationship. Lots of little perks you might not have realised you were going to get.
With BT, you can enjoy free UK evening and weekend calls for as long as you stick with us.
Yeah, no, I thought that as well.
Call now to get your free calls.
We are not going under there until he blows the final whistle.
Sky Bet. It matters more when there's money on it.
Coming up to 6:10 local time in Buenos Aires, the temperature dipping, fever pitch though, arriving is Argentina against Ecuador. It's live from Buenos Aires. Your commentary team for this one, Don Goodman and Gary Taphouse.
Yes, it's not just cold, it's actually pretty breezy here as well. The conditions in Buenos Aires not nearly as favourable as you might expect. Well, we talked about what a tough task this is for Ecuador. Their overall record against Argentina is wretched. They've never won here, although they did take 3 points from the last meeting on home soil. That was a 2-0 World Cup qualification win 3 years ago. That is Joffrey Veron, who makes his first start. That man, of course, needs no introduction. Lionel Messi, who's been playing in the hole in recent friendlies, but tonight will be up top, with Juan Riquelme restored to that role for Argentina. Well, this stadium, the Estadio Monumental, that man knows all about playing in this particular arena. Juan Sebastian Veron. This is home to River Plate. And this stage, the 1978 World Cup final that Argentina won, of course. What are you expecting here tonight, Don?
Well, we spoke about Ecuador. They've got a really poor away record, and Argentina, it goes without saying, 15 years since they've lost a World Cup qualifier at home. So that spells out the monumental task that Ecuador have facing them. Of course, Argentina are going to be buoyed by that Brazilian result that we've all just seen. And this is going to give them a platform. They must try and take advantage of that and put a little bit of daylight between themselves and Brazil.
Well, the Ecuador players indulging in a pre-match huddle. The referee there from Bolivia, René Ortubey. Argentina, top of the world ranking since October last year. They put their reputation on the line, and they take on the likes of Ecuador at home, expected to win. The referee certainly keeping us all waiting. The atmosphere here is reached fever points ahead of kickoff. Well, Argentina began this qualification campaign with 3 convincing victories. Now they're hoping to get back on track after defeating Colombia on match day 4 in November. Victory against Ecuador is imperative ahead of that big trip to Brazil on Wednesday. FIFA World Ranking terms, it's first against 59th here.
They'll have been buoyed, won't they, Ecuador, by their last World Cup qualifying game. 5-1 victory over Peru after really starting this campaign really poorly, considering the fact that they managed to make it through and qualify to the last 2 World Cups. Must have been a really disappointing start, but that 5-1 victory might just give them a little bit of confidence going into this.
Well, Veron making his first start for his country inside the first minute. Has won the free kick and gone down in a crumpled heap. Not the start he was hoping for.
Well, he's very, very highly rated player. Veron, full of pace and energy. Maybe Argentina have recognised that. Soften him up early on.
So it's the visitors who have the first free kick. Argentina will hope to deal with those high balls. The likes of Demichelis at the back. Once again, they've done well, Ecuador. Well chased down there by Antonio Valencia. And Heinze couldn't stop it going out for a corner.
Well, it's a good start, isn't it? And set pieces, as far as Ecuador are concerned, could play a huge part. We do expect that they're going to spend the majority of this game defending. And when they do get the opportunity to break, if they can get set pieces and make good use of them, it'll be a real plus for them.
Well, Carlos Tenorio, a threat here. To Iovi. Takes this one short. Veron. Well, he's done well there, the new boy. And he's won another corner.
Well, it's back to where we started, isn't it? Lots of tricks and turns and twists. Neglected the direct route, didn't they? Some big lads forward. They'll probably aim it into the middle of that goal this time.
Well, this is not what the Argentina fans were expecting at the start of the game. Iovi takes it to the near post this time. Argentina not able to play their way out of trouble. Valencia picks it up again. And Demichelis gets his head to the ball. Surely that'll be offside. The flag is up, and some respite for the home defence.
Well, who'd have thought? 3 minutes in, I don't think Argentina have been in the Ecuadorian half yet. And Veron is down again.
Well, the whistles ringing out around this huge stadium.
You can call me a cynic, but I'm pretty sure he'll be up on his feet any second now. It's obviously very, very early in the game to be trying to waste time, but Ecuador clearly going to try and run the clock down at every opportunity.
Well, I did see Ecuador's last game under their old coach, Luis Suarez. They had a terrible start, they were overrun, they allowed the opposition to dictate the tempo. And clearly, Sisto Vespucio, the new coach, is not going to allow that to happen. Argentina get the ball into the Ecuador half. Riquelme caught in possession. And back there by Veron. Burdisso with the ball forward. Straight through to Cavallos. I'm surprised to see the Ecuadorian goalkeeper restored to the side. Trying to play second fiddle to Marcelo Elivaca.
I just wonder if the manager's thinking. Cavallos' experience, 77 caps against the relative inexperience of Elizaga.
Aguero. Messi. Volume goes up from the home fans. Heinze. Oh, misunderstanding there with Maxi Rodriguez, and it's an Ecuador throw.
I think that's going to be the feature of the match, isn't it? Argentina had possession just 25, 30 yards out from that Ecuadorian goalkeeper. 8 yellow shirts behind the ball, just trying to block the door, close the door, really flood that midfield there. They're going to be working overtime in there. Closing Argentina down.
And Carlos Tenorio looking to make tracks towards the edge of the Argentina penalty area. And a free kick given against Riquelme.
Backing in, that's what the referee's saying. It's been a good start by Ecuador.
There's Mina. Riquelme with another challenge.
Well, I think that's poor refereeing myself. I think Mina was tripped. He stumbled, but he didn't go down. There was absolutely no advantage. Two Argentinian shirts around him. And in the end, he ends up fouling Zanetti.
Demichelis to Heinze. Veron. Looking for Maxi Rodriguez.
Well, if anybody was wondering why Juan Sebastian Veron has been brought back into this Argentinian team, he's just displayed precisely why. Raking 50, 60-yard cross-field pass, nearly getting Rodriguez in. Fantastic vision.
And what an extraordinary career he's had, Juan Sebastian Veron. The referee goes across to speak to his assistant here. Lots of shoulder shrugging all around.
I wonder if when the bench stand up, their yellow shirts are clashing with that of the Ecuadorian players. That might be a point. Somebody's obviously complained about it. Might be the assistant on the far side.
De Jesus with the throw for Ecuador. I'm very happy with the start they've made here. Valencia's run is brought to a halt. And Aguero, with an unfortunate slip, allows Mina to clear the danger. And Hurtado took a risk by playing it back to Ceballos.
It was a serious risk, wasn't it? No space between him and the goalkeeper. He was asking for trouble. Very hurried clearance required.
His 149th cap tonight, Ivan Hurtado, absolute legend in Ecuador. Veron for Argentina, out to Aguero. And look how many yellow shirts Ecuador have got back here. Now the captain looking to burst through Zanetti. And a shrug of the shoulder from Segundo Castillo. The free kick has been given by the referee.
And it's right on the edge of the box as well, isn't it? Just wonder, as he bursts through here, Zanetti clearly hangs a leg out. Castillo, it's a clear foul. And Argentina have got a wonderful, wonderful record when it comes to free kicks in and around penalty areas. Riquelme particularly. I'm just wondering if that's just a little bit too wide for him to be striking on goal.
Well, everyone back behind the ball here for Ecuador. Have Argentina got something up their sleeves? They haven't actually been able to test the goalkeeper as yet. Early test for Ceballos to line up this wall.
They're complaining, they don't think that's anywhere near 10 yards back. Wants the full 10 yards, but the referee's happy with it now.
Oh, Veron isn't. Big chance this for Argentina. Riquelme, right at the goalkeeper.
Well, he held on, Ceballos, and he needed to hold on. Decent strike. And the wall, well, if you're the goalkeeper, you've got to be asking questions of that. Right through the middle. The wall did not do its job. Luckily, it wasn't too difficult for the goalkeeper to gather.
Rodriguez not able to keep the ball in play. De Jesus with the throw. Up towards Tenorio. Got on. Not this right-hand side, winning the throw. They've really done their best to quell the noise inside the stadium, Ecuador.
It hasn't been the start, has it? The 11 minutes opening, fast, furious, all taking place in Ecuador's half that these Argentinian supporters might have expected. Ecuador just haven't really allowed them to get into any kind of passing rhythm.
They're defending a sensational record in home World Cup qualifiers. Argentina unbeaten in 28 here at home. 121, drawn 7. So the expectation is this will be another victory.
I don't think they'll be panicking just yet, Argentina. Plenty of time.
One throw from Mina towards Tenorio. There's Javier Mascherano. Valencia gets on the ball. And the yellow shirts flooding forward again. And the keeper in a good position. He had Joffrey Veron coming in on the far post.
Look at that for closing down, fantastic.
Brilliantly done by De Jesus, the right back. Out to Antonio Valencia. And the yellow shirts have made their way into the penalty area. Iovi wasn't able to capitalise.
Well, it's just a dream start, isn't it, for the coach? Vizuete couldn't have envisaged his team would be the ones pressing Argentina back for quite a lot of the opening 13 minutes. And so far, so good if you're anything to do with Ecuador.
Mascherano. Burdisso to Demichelis of Bayern Munich. Whistles in the crowd. It's a little pedestrian, they feel. And Aguero couldn't get on the end of that long ball.
I think the offside flag has gone up. He just drifted a little too quickly. Oh, you're right, there's whistles from the home crowd. Not sure the tempo from Argentina is anything like you would expect. Certainly comfortable at the moment for Ecuador.
Alfio Basile there, the second spell in charge of Argentina. Veron to Mascherano. Riquelme. Not quite in the hole there, is he? Deeper and deeper. Heinze to Demichelis. Messi. What a clever pass that was. And Zanetti's cross towards Aguero. And Riquelme coming in behind him.
Yeah, that's the first half a chance, isn't it? Super play down that right-hand side. Lionel Messi instrumental in setting his colleague free. And just watch Riquelme bursting into the box there. And once he gets there, you probably would expect him to do a little bit better than that. The timing of his run is good, but it's Zanetti getting forward, delivers a great ball. He tries to guide it with the outside of his right boot. Might have been better served, cushioning that with the inside of the foot. A larger surface area. An opportunity.
I think the fans would like Zanetti to get on the ball a little more on that far side. The country's most capped player of all time. His 121st cap tonight as Aguero breaks through the centre. Just too much on the pass.
There's just one or two little tiny signs, little warnings for Ecuador.
Mascherano. Now Heinze. Lots of keep ball in this sort of position. This is Juan Sebastian Veron. Riquelme. It's good pressuring again from the Ecuadorians. Heinze. Veron. Just bisected two of his players. It's Heinze who's breaking into the penalty area. Very skillfully done from Veron. And that's a free kick to Argentina. Demichelis goes over.
They're certainly pressing hard. Whenever Argentina get any kind of possession, an Ecuadorian is in their face. This time it's Valencia, not allowing them any kind of space in the middle of that pitch.
Burdisso to Mascherano. That was an excellent long diagonal ball. Maxi Rodriguez went over.
Well, it was Veron, wasn't it, 5 minutes ago, playing that right to left ball, searching out the run of Maxi Rodriguez. They just clip heels together, don't they? The referee doesn't see any intent. You just hear the crowd getting a little frustrated now.
Frustration there for Mascherano. Free kick going against him. Worth mentioning, if the frustration does start to come in here, that several of the Argentina players are just one yellow card away from missing the Brazil game in midweek, and they include Riquelme and Demichelis.
And they have to be disciplined, don't they? Really, really wouldn't want any of their players to be missing that big game against Brazil. They've got a job to do here first, and it doesn't look as if it's going to be as easy as many people first thought. Mascherano showed a bit of indiscipline, didn't he, in a friendly game with the USA, getting himself sent off. Can't afford any of that today.
Yeah, silly challenge it was on Freddie Adu in that 0-0 draw. Here's Messi, bursting through.
6 yellow shirts around him. That really has been a feature of Ecuador's play so far.
Well, Messi tired of not seeing enough of the ball, dropping deeper. Burdisso. Well, that's easy for Isaac Mina. Well, they're showing some South American flair themselves, aren't they? The visitors. Neatly done by the experienced Walter Iovi.
Oh, super play, isn't it? Not content. Launched the ball upfield. Zanetti pulls him back. He gets the free kick.
Veron giving the ball away. It's a header that Heinze had to win.
It's nearly the first objective achieved, isn't it, for Ecuador? Get through the first 20 minutes of the game unscathed. They've just about done that.
That was an outrageous attempt. Castillo. A measure of their confidence, though, Don.
Well, so it seems. Yeah, why not? I guess if 1 in 1,000 of them go in, he was hoping that that was the one.
Plays his football in Europe with Red Star Belgrade. Castillo. That's Vespucio, the coach of Ecuador. Aguero, 3 to look for here.
Again, it's noticeable every time Argentina get down the sides. Riquelme makes his way into that penalty area.
Messi, held up by Iovi. And Iovi brings the ball clear to Tenorio. This is Demichelis for Argentina. Burdisso. Now Veron. Offside against Zanetti.
They're keeping a really good shape, aren't they? Ecuador, very, very disciplined. They kept the line very, very well, those defenders. Just saw them catch Argentina offside. Zanetti.
Long ball from Demichelis, who won the League and Cup double with Bayern this season. Trying to play through the middle of Ecuador. Certainly isn't working for mighty Argentina. Espinosa, look at that. Forward by Hurtado. De Jesus. Forward by Veron. And this is Burdisso. Well, the supporters here have gone very, very quiet indeed. Veron up to Riquelme. One moment of magic will change the atmosphere here substantially. Mascherano to Zanetti. Held up by Walter Ayovi. Now Heinze. Veron trying to dictate things like the Veron of old.
And in the end, so many yellow shirts behind the ball that Argentina just try and force that pass through there. It's rattled into Riquelme, who has got a good first touch, but he was unable to control that ball. It was fired in with such venom.
Well, they are keeping it packed in midfield, Ecuador. Veron certainly not playing up front alongside Tenorio. Mina with defending to do here. And Aguero got a touch, but straight behind for a goal kick.
Well, there is just that danger for Ecuador that they get so confident that they do over-elaborate some of the things in midfield, trying to play little flicks, and they got robbed in there. And that's a dangerous game to play. We've already seen the central defender showing skills on the edge of his own area. It's great when it comes off, but just one mistake could be very costly.
Huge punt forward from Demichelis. And Ceballos has had very little to do so far. Just that one free kick to save from Riquelme. Argentina throw, taken by Heinze. Mascherano. This is Burdisso. Demichelis leaves it for Veron. Now Veron again looking to exchange passes with Messi. Brilliantly done. The final ball was lacking. This is Riquelme. Veron. Just trying to poke it through for Riquelme. Oh, a lovely ball. And stabbed behind for a corner.
Some wonderful, wonderful passing and movement there. For the first time, really, Argentina raised the tempo of the passing. Great movement. It's a first-class ball. Needs attacking. And it's good defending in the end by Ecuador. That's where you want the ball as a striker. I think it was Mina at the far post. The left back just putting it behind for a corner.
Well, it's the first corner for Argentina. And the left back Mina of Ecuador, who made that clearance, still nursing his right ankle.
Again, you hate to be cynical, but if it is a ploy just to waste time, he's defeating the purpose, because the referee will ask him to leave the field of play, but there's no doubt about it. It's a great ball in, and it's a very timely clearance from Mina, but...
Well, here comes the golf cart. Well, more South American World Cup qualifiers coming up for you on Wednesday. First up, Bolivia against leaders Paraguay. 8:30 Sky Sports 1. That's followed by Ecuador against Colombia. 11 o'clock Sky Sports 1. And then the big one. Don't miss this. It's late, but worth the wait. Brazil against Argentina. 1:30 in the morning. Sky Sports 1. Mina is leaving the field on the stretcher. Certainly stopping the flow from Argentina. Demichelis and Heinze both forward to bolster the attack here. Riquelme takes the first corner for Argentina. Now Messi. Well, they're stopping the ball coming in to the penalty area. Riquelme back to Mascherano.
Now, that's all come from an Argentinian corner. If you're a coach, you've got to be pulling your hair out. I mean, you've got a great opportunity to get the ball in the box. You've got some big players that can go and attack that ball. You play it short, lose possession, and ultimately ending up giving the ball away.
Well, it did look like there Messi wanted to take the corner, but the golf cart was actually in the way. And so they tried a different tack with the right footer. And it's all led to an Ecuador throw, and they're in no hurry to take it. Taken by De Jesus, forward by Castillo. Foul by Tenorio. He's got a very tough job up there on his own.
He's a big, strong lad, isn't he? As this is lifted over, he just uses his body get the better of Demichelis, but illegally.
This is Aguero. He's trying to get the better of the Ecuador skipper, Hurtado.
Again, 3 Ecuador defenders around him. It's a big ask. They are working overtime, Ecuador. You just wonder if that'll catch up with them later on in this game.
Zanetti, Veron. Gets it back from Burdisso. Zanetti going for the return from Veron, but Mina, who, surprise, surprise, is actually fine to continue, gets there first.
Well, he'll be surprised, won't he? Cavalios in the goal. Not much to do. Half an hour in.
I think the response from the supporters tells its own story. Here's Veron to Mascherano. Ecuador quite happy to let Argentina have the ball in these sort of areas. Burdisso of Inter Milan. He's won 3 titles in a row with Inter. Up to Veron. Riquelme back to Mascherano. Looking for Heinze. Held up by De Jesus and also by Joffrey Gueron.
And the referee's given a free kick here. He has.
Messi. Not allowed the time on the ball that he wants. And it was a foul by Veron. Messi goes down this time. His boots come off.
You can see a creative player like him having to go very, very deep to try and get any of the ball. It'll suit Ecuador.
Riquelme. Argentina toiling a little bit here. Given away by Riquelme.
You've got to remember, this Ecuador team is a team that in 2 away games in this qualifying campaign have let 10 goals in. You just wouldn't really believe that on the evidence of the first 32 minutes.
I think it's great credit to the new coach, Vespucio. He's instilled a totally different mentality in these players. Won his first game 5-1 in the qualifier against Peru. They did lose in a friendly to France 3 weeks ago, but the scoreline doesn't tell the story. They were by far the better side in the first half that night. And big Tenorio, who we've been talking about, had a couple of chances cleared off the line.
I think the coach seems to have brought a real discipline to the team, doesn't he? They've really kept their shape very, very well. They're working hard for one another and making life very, very difficult for Argentina.
Veron takes the free kick up towards Aguero. Gets him behind Hurtado.
Just for a second there, you thought he'd wriggled free. Hurtado stuck to his guns. Had to, because he's looking quite lively. Sergio Aguero. Just helped into the channel by Veron. He stays strong, gets to the wrong side. Hurtado just stays strong, and it's good defending in the end.
Well, he's scored in 3 of his 4 starts for Argentina, Aguero. Third top scorer in La Liga this season as well. Riquelme. Mascherano. Oh, no chance for Messi there.
Once again, it's the right idea. At the moment, they're the nearly men, aren't they, Argentina? A little bit less pace. You'd have Lionel Messi in behind Ecuador's defence in good position. It's just not quite happening for them at the moment.
Mina with the throw for Ecuador. Well, that free kick really sums it up for Argentina, taken quickly by Veron. Asked a lot of Messi, and Ecuador, with so many men back, we're not seeing very much of them in an attacking capacity now. But they are really frustrating the home side.
Well, this is a freebie, isn't it, for Ecuador? Nobody expects them to get anything here. No pressure on them. They've got absolutely nothing whatsoever to lose. They're working hard at the moment.
Valencia with the ball. Out to the youngster, Veron. And he's won a corner off Mascherano.
That's their second corner. They didn't particularly deliver a good ball with the first one. They'll be hoping for a bit better this time. As I say, these set pieces, they're few and far between, but when you get them, you've really got to look to take advantage of them. Good quality balls into the danger area.
Well, what can Walter Iovi do from this corner kick? Veron on the near post was in a good position to get it away. Aguero chases it down. And Jesus did well there. This is Veron. Mascherano's challenge, another corner.
Well, that's what Mascherano does exceptionally well. His team were under a little bit of pressure because Ecuador, they were 2 over in a really good position. And there he is, sniffing out the danger, but another opportunity for Ecuador. The first 2 have been very, very short. They haven't cleared the first man must do better.
Iovi. Well, that wasn't quite what they had in mind.
It's even more frustrating when you see Ecuador do that, because short corners, you end up back halfway away from the Argentinian goal, and you've got a great opportunity to put Argentina under some real pressure.
And I'm sure Hurtado and Espinosa were thrilled, having made their way up from the back. Messi. Mascherano. Gets it back from Juan Riquelme. Now Zanetti. On for Veron again. Promising from Argentina. Zanetti takes on the number 14 Castillo. And once more, the final ball was a disappointment.
That's an understatement. Crowd whistle. They're not thrilled with their team's effort, or certainly their application in this first half. Still time to bring that round when you've got all those world-class players wearing blue and white stripes. You know that opportunities surely will come.
Tenorio was looking for the free kick. There certainly was contact on him from Burdisso. And that will be a free kick as Messi goes over under the challenge by Mina.
And they won't mind that, Ecuador. Lionel Messi picking the ball up in his own half. Couple of their players surrounding him, giving little free kicks away here and there. Just stops the flow.
The last couple of friendlies, Messi has just been told he hasn't got a position, it's entirely a free roll. It certainly seems to be the case here as well. Gets it back from Veron, now Heinze. Riquelme. Asked to question that ball. Messi just surrounded, trying to make himself half a yard. Aguero in the centre. This is Zanetti. Better from Argentina. Riquelme. Zanetti to Mascherano. That asked an awful lot of Zanetti. Hurtado won the header, but this is Zanetti. And good determined play by Segundo Castillo. Well, they've just moved up a gear as we move towards half-time, Argentina.
Well, it's Messi getting on the ball further up the pitch, isn't it? That's where he's dangerous. That's where he's going to ask the questions. That's what Argentina have got to try and do. Get him that ball in that final third. He can cause real damage to anybody.
Mascherano to Riquelme. The possession stats for the last 20 minutes will be very interesting. Heinze. Veron. Beautifully done. On for Maxi Rodriguez. Well, Messi made a run into the 6-yard area.
I'm not sure whether I'd describe that as calm defending or casual defending, to be honest with you. As Argentina getting behind here, Rodriguez, another great ball in between the defenders and the goalkeeper, and Mina just allows the ball to get across there before turning it out for a corner.
Second corner for Argentina. Veron. And a lovely ball up to Heinze.
Super goalkeeping. Really good. Out like a flash. Jose Cavallos helping his defenders, and it's Gabriel Heinze charging forward from the back there. And that's what Argentina are having to do. Some unorthodox things to try and crack this Ecuadorian defence.
Well, the back pass from Burdisso lost a lot of Abbondanzieri. Did well against Tenoria with a little dummy. Mina's header. Forward by Segundo Castillo, but it's a wasteful pass. Ecuador will be very keen to get to half-time without conceding, having worked this hard. Veron, on by Riquelme. He's a little fortunate there, Giovanni Espinosa. Messi wins it back from Mina, beautifully done. And the ball in for Aguero is just too close to the goalkeeper.
Well, again, that would have been self-inflicted, wouldn't it? Messing around, taking chances, gets robbed. Mina gets robbed by Messi. A little bit of magic, and very nearly gets his strike partner in there, but Mina can't afford to take those risks. As you said, only 3 minutes to half-time in what has been a fantastic half, but tell you what, Aguero not far away from getting on the end of that.
Good pass from Mascherano out to Zanetti. Iovi coming back to help defend there. This is Lionel Messi. He's getting more and more into the game now. Faced by a wall of yellow shirts. They have to start again with Demichelis. Riquelme, Mascherano. Heinze. Just too high for Aguero, but Zanetti puts it back in. Awkward ball for Castillo to deal with. They're getting closer.
Well, no chances that time by Ecuador. Clear that ball up and away from their own goal. And here they come again, Argentina.
Demichelis. Mascherano. Heinze's ball in. Had time to control that, actually. Good tenacity from Mascherano. Rodriguez to Veron. A little bit casual there from Juan Sebastian Veron. Demichelis. Abbondanzieri clears the danger, but again it's good hassling from Ecuador. And they've won the throw in the last minute of normal time in the first half.
You can be certain they're not going to be any rush to take it. But you have to give them credit. They really have had a super first 45 minutes, Ecuador.
Valencia. There's Isaac Mina. On for Arusha. Just dwelt on the ball, and that could be dangerous as we move into stoppage time. Messi to Riquelme. Now Aguero. Well, he had Messi running into the centre. That was a disappointing strike.
Well, if you're going to take that on from there, you've got to hit the target. That's what you would say, but again, that all came about because Ecuador actually in the last minute of the half had decided they were going to attack. Mina bursting forward down the left-hand side. They did commit bodies forward. It's not something they've done often in this first half, but when it breaks down, that's when you're open to danger from teams like Argentina. Burst forward really quickly and end up getting a shot at your goal.
Burdisso. Free kick to Ecuador as Mina goes over. Aguero gives the referee a look of disbelief. Here is Mina. Arusha. There's a foul on Aguero this time. Messi tried to take it quickly. Rodriguez. Heinze.
Pushed on like a winger, isn't he, a lot of this latter part of the second half. Gabriel Heinze down this left-hand side. Because Ecuador only playing with one up front, he's got the licence to do that. And it has been when they've used the width that Argentina have looked the most likely.
Well, Tobias could never have thought he'd have to do so little in a half of football against the world's #1 side. Nicolás Burdisso to Demichelis. Argentina want half-time to come, regroup, have a little think about how to prise open this Ecuador defence. De Jesus. Blatant foul by Tenorio. Heinze. Well, the referee has decided that's enough for the first half. And 45 minutes of utter frustration for Argentina. Unable to force a way past Ecuador, who've defended from the front. And will be very happy with the half-time score of Argentina 0, Ecuador 0.
Argentinian fans thought it was going to be a procession. Ecuador simply haven't read the script. Albert Ferrer, Sam Allardyce and Paul Merson are here to make sense of that first 45. Plenty for these two, Vespucio of Ecuador and Basile of Argentina, to ponder at half-time. World Cup qualifiers look like this from South America this Wednesday. Tabletoppers Paraguay go to Bolivia. That's from 8:30, Sky Sports 1. Then it's on to Ecuador against Colombia, and now above Brazil in the table. That's 11 o'clock, also Sky Sports 1. And how about that one? From Belo Horizonte, 1:30 Wednesday night, Sky Sports 1. Right now, though, it's not going Argentina's way. 0-0 it is the break against Ecuador. Albert Ferrer, Sam Allardyce and Paul Merson with me in the studio. Albert, how key is the first goal, if it comes along indeed?
Is the key moment of the game. We're talking now that if Ecuador concede a goal, they can concede 3 or 4 goals, I guess. But it's going to be difficult to score this first goal. That's why I think they have to play a bit quicker. Probably put some new players on to change the system or do something different. But at the moment the goal goes in, I think it's going to be easier for Argentina.
How key, Sam, are the fans here that they don't get on Argentina's back?
Well, they are key, and I think you know, every player, no matter how big the player is, appreciates support, especially when things are not going quite as well. And it seems more and more we go on in football today, the quicker fans seem to turn the other way rather than actually helping the team along in a difficult time. So they will be key to helping the players through, but they're not getting enough excitement from what's happening at the moment to get them on the edge of the seats to actually cheer the team. And I also think the pitches are very poor, or looks very poor, and a side like Argentina would like to pass the ball on the floor quickly. It's slowing the game down too much, so they've only got themselves to blame because they're playing at home.
We said at half-time of the Paraguay game against Brazil that Paraguay might tire in the second half. They were playing at home. Ecuador playing away. Can you see them tiring in this one?
Yeah, very much so. I'd be surprised if Argentina don't make 2 clear-cut chances in this second half, and if they put one of them away, it's the end of the match, because I just can't see Ecuador scoring. So I'd expect Argentina to make at least 2 clear-cut chances, and then it's up to them if they take them. But As soon as they get one, if they got one early in the second half, I can see them getting 3 and 4 goals.
The Argentina boss, Basile, he's still keeping his players in there, late out, as always, in South America. What is he saying to them? Just more of the same? Just keep going, you can score here?
I think so, but I think he's going to want to tell them to either get the ball in the box quicker or pass the ball forward quicker with more urgency to try and get in behind the Ecuadorian defence. And I think that his problem being is he'll be a little nervous because Argentina lost to Colombia in the last game. So, you know, the fans will be looking for a big reaction to this and a good result today. Is it symptomatic, though, of international football that even though Argentina, FIFA's top-ranked team in the world, Ecuador, 59th, that margins are so small?
It's getting smaller. I had the opportunity to watch Ecuador in the last World Cup, and I have to say I loved the way they played. Probably they were lack of goal, but they play a fantastic football. So the gap is getting closer, and every time it's more difficult to play an open and offensive and nice football, because most of the teams play the same way, just closing spaces and closing down and everything. So the big teams have to do something different, has to change the pace, and in this moment looks like Argentina cannot do it, at least in this first 45 minutes.
We said at half-time of the Paraguay-Brazil game that it's key that the Brazil players haven't got one eye on the Argentina game. It's also key for Argentina not to have one eye on the Brazil game as well, isn't it? Especially when players like Riquelme and others are one yellow card away from suspension. How do you keep that out of your mind, Paul?
Well, I think they have to. This is a big game. If they win this game, they can afford to go to Brazil and draw the game or even lose the game, and it's, you know, the pride will be damaged, but the chances of qualifying for the World Cup won't. So they need to win this game. You know, as we were saying just now, #1 in the world against 59th in the world. #1 in the world to 150th in the world. It all comes down to the first goal. As soon as that first goal goes in, and then you'll see the difference from #1 to 59th in the world.
A difference in the second half for you, Sam? Messi, perhaps? He's showed his brilliance, hasn't he?
He has limited space, but what space he has he's used very, very well. Just hasn't found the final ball yet, which he's got in his locker, and Riquelme a little similar.
OK, let's rejoin our commentary team, shall we, for the second half. Don Goodman and Gary Taphouse.
Thanks so much, Rob. I think the Argentina coach, Alfio Basile's had plenty to say. The Ecuador players are out well in advance of their opponents. The referee's been out, Don, for quite some time, hasn't he?
That's a long way back to the changing rooms, isn't it? He made his decision to come out really early. It's a long way back to go and knock on the door and say, come on lads, time to kick off. I'm not surprised that Argentina are taking their time in coming out. I think the coach, Basile, will have had very, very strong words with them. There was a serious lack of high-tempo football. When they did increase the intensity, that's when they created their one or two little openings, but they're going to have to do more of the same in terms of raising that tempo. Here they come now. I'm sure they'll have been given a bit of a rollicking at half-time.
Interesting to see Basile's pre-match press conference for this game. He put the boot into the European Championships, said that the teams in Europe are far more concerned with qualifying rather than entertaining. I think the Argentina fans are rather more concerned with qualifying for the World Cup, with a scoreline of 0-0. And they're going to make a change. And Gargo is the player that's going to be coming on of Real Madrid. 1 start and 3 subs in the 4 World Cup qualifiers so far. Comes on for his 17th cap for his country. No surprise to see no change for Ecuador. More of the same will be the message from Vespucio. Ortobey, the referee, gets the second half underway, although it's a full start. Well, Argentina have only failed to score in 2 of their last 17 games, both competitive and friendlies. Can Ecuador hold them for another 45 minutes? Straight away, the new boy, Gargo, makes an impact, giving away a free kick.
Well, you have to fancy that Argentina will create at least 1 or 2 clearer chances than they managed to do in that first half. Nothing really very open. We've got to pay tribute to Ecuador's organisation and tenacity for that, but you know, the last thing Ecuador were ever going to do was to come here and take Argentina on in a game of football. They would have lost, and they know that. What they have done in the first half is outwork them, really worked very hard, and as I say, I'm just curious to see whether they can keep that up for the entire 90 minutes or whether they just slow down a little bit towards the end of this game.
Well won by Heinze. And he takes the throw. Here's Riquelme. Never really threatened to unlock Ecuador in the first half. We know he's capable. Gargo gives the ball away there. Here's Mina for Ecuador.
Decent first half, didn't he, the left-back, Mina? Tried to get forward whenever he could.
Well, Ecuador have made a mess of that. This is Aguero, not able to get away from Espinosa. Well, Valencia trying to get away. And he was trying to release Veron.
That's magnificent defending from Demichelis. Absolutely superb cover. There's one thing we do know, Valencia, he has got pace to burn. He's trying to get in behind there.
Just confirmation that Maxi Rodriguez was the player who made way for Fernando Gargo. Mascherano. Look at him trying to power clear. And he's done really well. Just touched the ball away from Espinosa. He's got a corner, and he's got a little injury for his troubles as well.
And he's holding his right knee, is he? He went down very quickly. He clearly looks in a lot of discomfort, and this will be a worry, not only for Alfio Basile, the coach of Argentina, but for anybody connected with Liverpool. Does ever so well. First of all, he chases a lost cause, really. As the defender comes across, he robs him, and there's a clash, isn't there? It's Mina's knee just crashes into the knee of Mascherano. It's a painful one. Normally, when it's a collision like that, normally you're okay, and I'll be hoping he will be.
Basile in the background. He'll be looking on anxiously here. Mascherano back on his feet.
The referee hasn't made him leave the pitch, has he?
Nope. Third corner for Argentina. Riquelme. He's trying to pick out Burdisso on the far post. Gargo goes down. Another free kick.
I just wonder, because Argentina there were 1 or 2 hands in the air. They're claiming there may have been a handball as this corner comes in. Certainly an Ecuadorian defender's arm was up. And there, does it hit the back of Valencia's arm? The referee says no, but he does give a free kick just after that for this. Just a collision there. It's a clumsy tackle from Veron. Striker's challenge. The first attempt, you remember the wall split very badly, and we all know Riquelme does score from these situations on a regular basis. I think 3 of his 4 goals in this campaign have been free kicks.
Argentina scored free kicks against Chile in October and Bolivia in November. Could it be a bit of dead ball magic that unlocks Ecuador? Veron is also there, isn't he? Veron is saying it's not 10 yards.
Yeah, it is. It doesn't look 10 yards, does it?
It is Riquelme. Keeper never trouble.
Yeah, by his own very, very high standards. That's disappointing. The goalkeeper knows very early on that this is too high. It's never going to come down and bend round enough. I have seen him hit the target many, many times from there, but it was wayward.
Veron tussling for possession. Not able to keep the ball. Heinze. Demichelis. There's the skipper, Javier Zanetti. Run back by Mina. The fullback means business.
He was in so quickly there on Lionel Messi. It's been a feature, hasn't it, of Ecuador's play, closing down very fast.
Here is Messi, lovely pass from Veron. Aguero to his right, and Messi went all the way and was brought down. The referee was some way distant from the challenge, but no hesitation in giving the free kick.
Well, my first impression is that this is a little bit soft. There are three Ecuador defenders converging on Lionel Messi. Bursts away, doesn't he? Fantastic control, but I'm not sure whether he's barged out of the way there by Valencia. It's just a little coming together here. I'm not sure. I think that's pretty soft. But this is in a better area for Riquelme, more central, slightly further out. Just gives him that chance of getting a bit of power on the ball and getting it up and over that wall and down onto target.
Well, Ecuador cannot keep conceding free kicks in and around the penalty area, surely. The referee faces a constant battle getting the ball back that full 10 yards. Riquelme's had two sighters, one through the wall, one over the bar.
Well, Veron's just there as well, isn't he? I just wonder.
Yellow card has been shown in that wall for not getting back the full 10 yards. Riquelme again.
Well, the goalkeeper's running out. I just wonder how close this was. Certainly got an ooh from the crowd. We've seen more than capable. This time up, over and down in time. Just a fraction the wrong side of that upright. A yard or two. Once again, Cavallos in the goal, not worked. Of course, the longer this goes, the more desperate Argentina are going to get.
Messi. Away by Hurtado for Ecuador. Up towards Tenorio. He's done very nicely there. Now, there was a barge from Heinze. A wistful look at the referee.
Well,
and Gueron.
Yeah, he gets in, doesn't he? I'm not sure he's aware that Heinze is coming in from behind him on his right-hand side, and his touch, well, it could have been a little bit better. And had it been, he'd have certainly been getting a strike at goal. As he bursts through, Heinze does well, gets back just in the nick of time. There's a little coming together now. You told me the difference between that and the free kick awarded at the other end for Lionel Messi.
Well, I was going to say, if that's just outside the area, does the referee give the free kick? Much easier decision. Well, we're not seeing too much from Ecuador in an attacking capacity, just glimpses. And enough glimpses to worry Argentina supporters. Gaga. Little touch from Veron. Lovely. Aguero.
He's finding it hard, isn't he, Aguero? Whenever he gets the ball, there's 2, 3, 4 defenders around him, snuffing the space, giving him no time whatsoever.
Argentina do have Julio Cruz on the bench. He's not yet featured in a World Cup qualifier this campaign. And of course, he knows all about finding the net, the veteran. I'm sure we'll be seeing him at some point. Valencia. De Jesus. That's a very powerful run. Mascherano with the challenge, and the referee says goal kick.
He's got an assistant referee literally 2 or 3 yards away there. Mascherano just does enough.
I saw confirmation there that it was Antonio Valencia of Wigan who was yellow carded in the wall for not getting back the full 10 yards. And now Mascherano gave the ball away. And again, it goes very quiet inside the Estadio Monumental. Well, one back by Mascherano. Messi dispossessed. And then trying to win the ball back. He pushed his man over. Referee plays advantage. Veron. He was looking for his strike partner, Tenorio. It's a corner kick off Heinze.
Well, they're just showing 1 or 2 more signs of adventure, aren't they, Ecuador, in the second half? They've ridden the early storm, and now it's them that are asking the odd question of that Argentinian defence. Good play again by Veron.
Well, Ecuador lead on the corner count. This is number 5. Walter Iovi. Well, he's gone for the near post every time, and every time it's been swept away by Veron.
It's a cardinal sin, isn't it? To do it once, yes, okay, but 2 and then 3 times, it's terrible. And it's wasted, opportunity gone.
I'm sure the supporters of Ecuador know they won't get too many.
I think they've probably had 5 more than they thought they might.
Aguero. Burdisso up to Mascherano, back to Demichelis.
I just wonder whether it's going to be long before Argentina sacrifice a defender, because really, in the main, they don't really need 4 defenders. We've seen Heinze pushing on down the left, we've seen Zanetti down the right.
Gaga, Veron. He was looking for Zanetti, and it is a throw to Argentina. Zanetti again. Fernando Gaga of Real Madrid. Veron. Javier Zanetti. Mascherano. Here's Martin Demichelis. Riquelme. Messi, beautifully done, brought down by Mina. Free kick, yellow card.
Well, every time he gets the ball, Lionel Messi, he's faced by at least 2 defenders. And he has got that ability, hasn't he, just to wriggle in between them. It's a super first touch. He draws the challenge, and he would have been away. It's blatant, and the referee comes up with the right decision.
No complaints there for Isaac Mina, 27-year-old defender. Only his 3rd cap, the left back. Demichelis forward for the set piece with Heinze. Riquelme delivers. What a very good header away that was.
It was a fantastic delivery into the box, but you're right, super defending.
And they have to build from the back again. Gargo. Abbondanzieri with the challenge, who has of course already been booked. Zanetti. Messi. Mascherano. Poor ball. Veron. To Valencia. Heinze in the way. Really stood up to the task there. It was him that gave the ball away. If he's still struggling, Don.
Yeah, you can see him hobbling, can't you? Very badly. Still from that clash of knees, wasn't it?
Zanetti. Clock ticks on here for Argentina. Messi. 4 up in this attack. And just too much on the ball for Aguero.
And again, Ceballos in the goal. 77 caps, and it's that experience that allowed him to take up that position. And that was a Mascherano giving the ball away earlier.
They're suggesting maybe he kicked the ground in playing that pass.
Well, that wouldn't help the knee, would it?
Gargo looking for Aguero. Frequently just surrounded by defenders when those longer passes are played upfield.
Well, they've issued the challenge, haven't they, Ecuador? They've said, we're going to put men behind the ball. You come and break us down if you can. And so far, well over an hour in, Argentina really struggling to do just that. They need more. They need more from their creative players.
So Mascherano has to come off. Frustration for the Liverpool man. And Julio Cruz, the striker, is on in his place. And he produced 4 point-blank saves from Tim Howard in that friendly against the United States last time out. 33 years of age. Won the Serie A title with Inter this season. His first appearance in this World Cup qualifying campaign. Could he be the hero, the veteran?
Well, Argentina need a hero now, don't they? It's going to take one special moment to unlock that Ecuadorian defence, and no sign of it so far.
First touch for Cruz. It's it back from Aguero. Maybe a little bit more presence up top. Cruz looking for a yellow card. It's played through for Aguero. First touch wasn't great. Cleared by Omar de Jesus, the right back for Ecuador.
Well, he was in, wasn't he, just for a split second. Forgot to take the ball with him.
That's when a player comes on and the first thing he does is wave an imaginary yellow card. Demichelis to Gargo. Veron. Aguero. It's just not happening for Argentina. And Ecuador continuing to pose a threat on the break.
Well, they've got pace. They've got pace in Valencia, and they've got pace in Veron. Constantly looking to charge forward and use that when the opportunity arises. You can just feel that frustration in the Argentinian camp the longer this game goes on.
Arusha. And the shot came in from Tenorio. They haven't had many strikes at goal. And he wasted no time in getting the shot away.
I'm not sure that was the right option. He had support from Arusha and laid the ball into him. A little roll back would have enabled his teammate to get the strike off.
Cruz. Ball a little bit fortunate the way it fell to him. And again, enough yellow shirts back to deal with the danger. Valencia. Forward by De Jesus. Here's Gargo for Argentina. Riquelme. Zanetti. Veron. Gargo. Messi. Dispossessed by the very hard-working Joffrey Veron.
Two men around Messi. As soon as he gets that ball.
Gargo challenged from behind, but the referee plays on. Tenorio. Holds off Veron. Valencia. This is Veron, brought down. And the yellow card to Demichelis.
Again, they're not going to mind this, Ecuador, not one little bit. It's Argentina who've got their head in their hands. Demichelis there. 1v1 with the lively Veron. Skips away from him. And it's a clear foul and a clear yellow card. And again, it just takes any kind of rhythm away from Argentina, who haven't been allowed to build any kind of rhythm in this entire game.
Well, remember, Joffrey Veron, his first international start, and he has caused Argentina problems right from the off, really. Walter Iovi over the free kick here. The goalkeeper chose to punch.
At least he missed the first man this time, didn't he, Iovi?
Here come Ecuador once again. Valencia. Patricio Arusha now. Promising. Tenorio. Oh, yes! What a strike! Patricio Arusha stuns this stadium. The third goal for his country. And Argentina's long unbeaten home record in World Cup qualifiers is under serious threat here. Can you believe it?
Well, I have to tell you, if this turns out to be the winning goal, it is worthy. The Ecuadorian crowd were olaying that move. There were several crisp, clear passes before they worked the ball back to Arusha. They had the opportunity 5 minutes ago to do the same. They turned it down, not this time. And as soon as this ball comes back, it's fantastic interplay. Laid back, and what a super strike. Abbondanzieri, absolutely no chance. It's as clean a strike as you're going to see, in off the underside of the bar. And you could see they've been growing and growing and growing in confidence, and they have their reward for a very, very dogged, determined display.
Well, both of his previous international goals have been penalties. What a way to score your first international goal from open play. But here's Messi for Argentina. Just the 5 defenders around him. Zanetti.
Well, this is where they have to stay focused and switched on. Ecuador, they've done it for 70 minutes. Can't afford to get overexcited about taking the lead here.
Messi, Zanetti, 2 to look for. Great cross! Oh! The header is just wide from Cruz.
Well, that's the reason why. That is the clearest opening Argentina have had in the entire game. Super build-up play, Zanetti pushing further and further forward. Great ball in. Well, Cruz, he should score. I don't think there's any getting away from that. He rises above the defence. He's got a full head onto it. He has to hit the target at the absolute minimum.
Well, Argentina's last defeat in a home World Cup qualifier was 15 years ago to Colombia. They have just under 20 minutes to rescue this situation. We were talking at half-time about how the start to a game can really set the tone, and in the very first minute of this game, Ecuador looked just to seize the initiative, won some early corners and really set the tone for the game.
They threw down the gauntlet, didn't they? They said, if you want to beat us today, you're going to have a game on your hands. We're going to close you down, we're going to hustle you, we're going to harry you. You've got to get through us.
Messi. Promising. Riquelme's back heel to Messi. Just too intricate.
It's Mina again, the left back. Had a super game. Last ditch tackle. Got the block in and he's down again for his troubles.
Veron, Riquelme. Panic stations for Argentina here. Remember, their next game is away to Brazil. Riquelme. Messi. Veron. Demichelis. Gargo. Messi just opens up for him here. He doesn't need a second invitation.
Well, I think they're going to get a corner out of this, I think. Cruz was following in. No.
Maybe offside.
Yeah, Messi, and for the first time, he gets one-on-one and he drives inside. It opens up, gets the shot off. Takes a clear deflection, but assistant referee flagged for Cruz in the centre, straying offside. You can bet your bottom dollar the last 18 minutes, certainly going to be backs to the wall stuff for Ecuador, but they've shown.
Cruz. Wild effort from the veteran.
His thumbs up for the ball. Super ball in. And his touch weren't bad either to bring it under control. It's just that final element, the strike. But what about this for a goal? It's a super little layoff and a super strike. And Ecuador were just coming more and more into the game, confidence growing, and that is what confidence can do for you. I don't think he can quite believe it, can he?
Well, the back heel from Tenorio. He's had a frustrating night, hasn't he? Really playing on his own up front, but presence of mind to pick out Arusha. And a goal that Argentina would be very happy to score at the moment. Mina. Zanetti takes the throw. Veron looking to get it away for Aguero.
Been excellent as well, haven't they? The back to Espinosa and Hurtado. Stood firm.
Demichelis. Heinze. Somehow Ecuador have managed to maintain their energy levels, closing down at every opportunity. Gargo, Veron. Messi. Free kick given for handball. Iovi. Messi. Plenty in there. Keeper makes the save. Aguero was in there.
He's the one holding his hands again, isn't he? It's a better ball in this time from Messi. Gets up well. Just can't glance it to the side of Ceballos.
Well, Ceballos made the save in the first half from Riquelme's free kick through the wall. The header there from Aguero. Otherwise, he really has had a quiet night.
It's Julio Cruz's header, isn't it? That's the standout chance in this match for Argentina. Didn't even hit the target. And you can see the body language of all the Argentinian players. They can't quite believe what is going on here. I don't think anybody in the world of football expected that Ecuador could pull this off. Of course, there's at least 15 minutes left.
Zanetti. Veron. And trying to get the ball forward quickly. It was rushed. Tenorio beaten there by Demichelis. Zanetti to Messi. Gargo to Messi again. On for Aguero. Well, he had Cruz in a good position. He went for the near post and missed the target.
Well, you can hear the fans on the far side of the ground as that bounced off the advertising hoarding and rustled the net. They thought he'd scored. What lets him down here? Two things, really. His first touch, just have a look at this. He doesn't get it in front of him, takes it further away, makes the angle more difficult. And from that, he has to pull that ball across to that far post in the hope that the goalkeeper palms it out for his on-rushing teammate. He doesn't. And it's another poor attempt.
Remember, Ecuador never won a match away to Argentina. They won't get a better chance than this. Veron. And Cruz will chase that one in vain.
Well, in their desperation, they're just starting to go that little bit longer, aren't they, Argentina? Not particularly the way they want to play. Has to be the perfect pass. Much more room for error. And so far, it's not paying off for them.
Gargo. Messi. Up against Mina. Takes him on the outside. Good challenge by Mina at the expense of a corner.
There's no doubt about it. He is the one, Lionel Messi, who can unlock the door if he gets enough of the ball. Certainly Mina had a super game at left back.
Disappointing corner. This is Veron. Lovely ball to Aguero.
I'll put that alongside Julio Cruz's miss. It's a golden opportunity. Wonderful vision from Veron. Just dinks that back in. He's onside, Aguero. Decent touch. Doesn't get any clean kind of a strike on it. There's the touch. Just shoots it down and into the ground, and it takes the pace off it.
2 goals in his last 3 internationals. And he would have expected to. And of course, the goalkeeper, more problems than that there. Veron. Good running there from Gargo and Messi.
They're just getting a head of steam up now, aren't they, Argentina? They've got 10 minutes to do something about this result. Just forcing the issue. The corner count is mounting up. And we do feel that they still have got time to get an opportunity to equalise here.
Messi. Held up by Iovi. Too much on that for Heinze. More frustration for Argentina.
They'll be disappointed with that. He's seeing a little bit more of the ball though, and that's positive for Argentina.
A yellow card being shown to the goalkeeper. Is that for time wasting?
It is indeed. We've got this multi-ball system going on, and as soon as that ball went behind, another one's on for Ceballos to take the goal kick, but he delayed it. He's got a yellow card for his troubles.
Riquelme. Been rather quiet in the second half, hasn't he? Veron. Works out very nicely, that long ball for Messi. Away from Mina this time. Zanetti. In by Gargo. Promising this. And Ceballos does well.
Oh, that's good goalkeeping again. And he's hurt. His right hand he's holding. He's rolling around. Argentina think he's play acting. The players, the crowd. It's up to the referee. It was a brave save. Of course, when the goalkeeper gets treatment, he doesn't have to leave the field of play.
Well, again, Ecuador will try everything to waste time here, but this was the chance.
And it's Heinze coming in from the left-hand side of defence. He was brave. See straight away, stands tall and blocks this. And then he waves that right arm and goes down.
And just a reminder, there's more South American World Cup qualifiers for you on Wednesday night, kicking off with Bolivia against the leaders Paraguay, 8:30 Sky Sports 1, followed by Ecuador against Colombia at 11. And finishing off with Brazil against Argentina. Is that to be two losers tonight? 1:30 in the morning, Sky Sports 1. Seven minutes to go here. And you can understand Alfio Basile wanting a word with Messi. Could he yet unlock Ecuador? Here come Argentina again. Zanetti. On by Gargo. This is Aguero. Up against Mina. Free kick.
That's a cheap one. It's a very, very cheap one to give away. It wasn't really going anywhere. Aguero. Mina just barges into him. And Argentina have another opportunity. And they have caused Ecuador some problems from these set pieces.
In by Messi. Punch from Ceballos.
It's good goalkeeping. Just takes the pressure off his defenders. That's what you want as a centre-half.
Demichelis. Gargo. Riquelme's ball in. Heinze. There's no way past that man, Veron. How hard as he works
Again, Ecuador as a team have ganged up on Argentina, 2 against 1. And they've come out winners, and they want to make a substitution just to run that clock down a little bit more.
Luis Bolaños. There's the man coming on. And he'll be replacing Walter Iovi. You can understand the coach wanting to disrupt Argentina's flow, such as it is. Bolaños featuring in a competitive international for the very first time. Zanetti giving the ball away. Mina. That's a very nice touch from Tenorio. And here is Bolaños. And Valencia deflected. Rear corner with it.
Well, that's where they have done well as defending in numbers. When they've had the opportunity to break, they've broken at pace. And this time, that shot away. It's a big deflection. And once again, more than the fact that they've got a corner, it's just eating up the clock for the Ecuadorians.
Unsurprisingly, not willing to commit too many men forward for the corner. And there will be a fair bit of stoppage time here. Ecuador have suddenly got a new lease of life. Here's Bolaños. Tenorio.
Slap pass by Tenorio, wasn't it? Giving the ball away, and Argentina, in their haste, give it straight back.
We expect so much more from Riquelme. He did actually retire after the last World Cup, Riquelme, but he was persuaded back for the last Copa America by Basile.
Again, they're not happy. They think the ball was played off an Ecuadorian player. It's just not been their night, Argentina, and the clock is running down fast for what would be the most incredible result.
Well, they've just lost the momentum, haven't they? The play's been broken up time and again. All eyes on referee Ortebay, and there's going to be a change. Carlos Tenorio, whose wonderful back heel set up what could be the winner, will be replaced by Christian Benitez. A striker who scored 6 times for his country. Zanetti. Argentina have got to get that ball forward as we move into the last minute of normal time.
The trouble is they're not getting it forward with any kind of quality anymore. It's desperation. But in playing the ball long, you can still try and do it with a little bit of quality. There's a breakaway.
And the referee's whistle will put a stop to that attack.
His handball. Veron has been substituted.
Palacios, let's come on, I think. Well, it's just a question now of how much stoppage time René Ortebay is going to add on at the end. 4 minutes. Can Argentina rescue a point? Small band of Ecuador supporters must be in a state of disbelief. Gago. Zanetti. Gago again. Riquelme. Demichelis. Ball's just going sideways here. The fans don't like it. And then a wasteful punt forward.
That isn't the way, is it? Burdisso. And I'm surprised defender hasn't been taken off in order to move more creative people further forward.
Well, so much credit's got to go to Sisto Vizuete. Ecuador unrecognisable from the side that began this qualifying campaign. They were the last team to pick up a point.
Very worried looking Argentinians. Certainly has not been their day, their night.
Another change. And Joffrey Veron, who's had a terrific match in his first start for his country. He's replaced by Ulises de la Cruz. He's just been released by Reading. His 99th cap, de la Cruz.
Can't afford to give that away.
Wasteful, wasn't it?
No.
Messi. Riquelme. Palacios. Away past Mina. Zanetti will chase this one down, and he's past Mina this time. Brilliant from Zanetti. Is there a chance for Cruz? Hurtado, the legendary Ivan Hurtado, gets it away. Lovely play from Messi. No free kick though.
Look at that fantastic closing down. We wondered whether they could keep it going. Here we are in the 94th minute of the game, and they have still closing down.
Maybe a chance here! Oh yes! Amazing! In the last minute of stoppage time, Palacios, who's just come on, beats the goalkeeper.
I'm not sure how they've managed to do that and how they've managed to pull it off. And he cannot believe it, can he? Time was all but up. And just for the first time in the game, as a defensive unit, they have switched off, and it's a long punt upfield that they don't deal with. Not once, but twice. Palacios finds himself in space, and he does what they haven't done so often. He hits the target, and the goalkeeper gets a hand on it, a good hand on it, but he just can't keep it out. There's the two little flick-ons. It's a calm finish. And Ceballos, well, he may, just may be a bit disappointed.
The last kick of the game is Palacios with his first goal for his country, has rescued a point for Argentina. Despair really for Ecuador, who were so close to an historic victory in Argentina. But the home side, the #1 side in the world, have rescued a point, 1-1.
Would you believe it? What a finish to that game. Argentina in second, just 3 points behind Paraguay. Could have been a whole lot worse. Ecuador You have to feel some sympathy for them, do you? Plenty to discuss on that one. Albert Ferrer, Sam Allardyce and Paul Merson will be looking back on that. And all the goals from this weekend in the South American World Cup qualifiers. Ecuador thought they'd done it. They were denied, though, right at the end.